It's the Cable
So the best deck that I've drafted so far was that artifact deck. I think it's going to be very hard for me to not draft like blue-black every single time. What if we do blue-white? What if I take like Mana Drain and Clarion Conqueror? I bet Clarion Conqueror is busted in this. Fourth Aerlingus is still oddly tempting as like a Mana Drain sink. I'm going to take the White Plume. And Ponder? Scalding Tarn? Does my waste management company provide larger bins if requested? They do, but you gotta pay for them, Geckoman. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be ordering a larger recycling bin. It'll be at least it'll be the same size as the current one that they're the garbage bin. Have I come around on this album? I mean, I've certainly under-listened to this album, so right now I'm just letting an autoplay go. Nefustu. Freaking gizzard. I think I'm going to grab Tarn, actually. So Mana Crypt is good with the Conqueror and the White Plume Adventurer. And then I think I'm going to grab Ancient Tomb for the same reason. Thinking about Tundra. Thinking about Lorien Reveal. Thinking about the One Ring. The thing is, if I'm building around Clarion Conqueror and stuff, then maybe I just don't want a bunch of One Rings in my deck. Let's grab Tundra, and let's grab Revealed. And then I think I like Consign to Memory and Null Rod here. Hey, sup, Time Walk. I kind of like Canonist. Or Hollowed Fountain, maybe. Or Narset. So the double blue on Narset is pretty awkward with the Mana Crypt and the Ancient Tomb, which I suppose the Mana Drain is too. Maybe that's an argument for the Hollowed Fountain. I think we're just going to have good mana. Ooh, Recall. How good is Doorkeeper Thrall? I think it's in here for the Stifle Knot deck. It's also good against like my own initiative creature. Thinking about a Hull Reacher. I probably want that one, Another White Plume. And then either Stock Up or Grafdigger's Cage. Let's grab Stock Up. Gets around opposing Hull Reachers and such. Swords to Plowshares. Love it. We cannot get 2 recalls. There are duplicates, but those duplicates are like intentionally added, and they didn't do it with the power. There's a lot of Moxen around, though. Yeah, think about Spell Pierce, Witch Enchanter, and Marsh Flats. Gleemox is in, yeah. Nice, there's the Force of Will. And then I'm tempted between Flooded Strand and Wasteland as my second pick. I'm gonna grab that Wasteland. Artifact instant sorcery spells your opponent's cost 1 more to cast. 4 mana Karn is actually very good. We do have it covered a little bit. I'm gonna grab it anyway. I'm gonna grab Lavinia and this Wrath of the Skies. How many Ancient Tombs do I want in my Mana Drain deck, right? There is KCI combo, yeah. Let's grab that Snapcaster. That's a good Snapcaster. Let's grab Deafening Silence. Let's try it out. I'm gonna grab Voice of Victory. It'll be good against opposing counter decks. I might throw a Serpent into the sideboard for Karn to grab. Glad you've been enjoying the vids, Manscaped Torment. Yeah, I'll cheers to Fuck Ice. I saw a very heartening video last night of a pizza shop in the Twin Cities. And the video is from like outside their, it's just like the shop's like camera, right? The security cam. And you see the ICE show up, like 3 agents come out. And then it cuts to like all of them like running back into their car because there's just like a huge community. The patrons, the people of the pizza, the people that work at the pizza shop, just like dog walking them back to their car. And as they leave, they like throw a fucking gas canister out, and one of the people just kicks it back at their car. Just this petulant little like, we're safe and we're leaving, but we're gonna try and gas you anyway. It's extremely ineffectual. I guess I'm gonna grab Tamiyo. Even though we've got these null rods to prevent the clue kraken, it could be still able to be flipped with something like recall. Looking at Spell Pierce, Witch Enchanter, Portable Hole, and Thieving Skydiver, huh? There's a lot here. There's a lot going on. Let's grab Portable Hole, huh? It's going to be good in a few different matchups. Although, maybe I should hedge blue, huh? For the force count. Spell Pierce gives Snapcaster another little something to do. Alright. Second Mana Drain, second Clarion Conqueror. Seems good to me. Rectangle, yes. Yeah, the next time I'm in the Twin Cities, I'm gonna fucking hit up Rectangle for sure. Seems like a dope place. Is Blue-White strong in this cube? This is only our second day of doing this cube, Momo Berries. This is, this cube's something special. We're doing it Supreme Draft. This is booster 16 out of 23. We're getting, a first and a second pick out of each of those 23 packs. And so it's gonna lead to something like some real degenerate shit is what we're getting down to here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to draft Dreadnought one of these. One of these drafts. I think I'm going to grab that Meticulous Archive. And then maybe a Ponder. March is nice, though. Be another answer to creatures. Feels more correct in this deck than the Wrath of Skies. Is it stifling consign for Dreadnought support? No, it's pretty well supported. There's the Flash 1/2 that shuts off comes into play abilities. And yeah, Dress Down's into. Just grab some sideboard cards. Even though we're playing some Null Rods, we still want to play those Null Rods quickly. So if you treat your Mox Sapphire as a Lotus Petal some percentage of the time, it's still totally fine. Still want that. I wonder if main deck Containment Priest is any good at all. I feel like it's probably not. Like, I'd rather have a... Yeah, but Lantern's not very good with my Null Rods. Alright. Cool, there's another Force. I'll grab that Strip Mine, too. No thoughts on Splash and Forth? No, we should have plenty of win cons here. You don't actually need much when you play a lock piece and your opponent can't do anything. You don't need like a ton of win cons. And this is our final pack. The fuck is Dauntless Dismantler? I think I want that Metal Misstep. Alright, sacks to destroy a bunch of artifacts. MacD was pretty good for one of my opponents. I don't think I want two because it's a legend. Right now I'm thinking if I want to Dismantler or if I want to throw like Damping Sphere in the sideboard for Storm. Almost feels like too much Colorless mana, huh? I might cut the Ancient Tomb. I don't think we need this Karn with double Clarion Conqueror and Null Rod. $29 cards. We need still need so many cuts. Maybe I'll cut MacD. Maybe I don't need Dismantler and Cathar Commando. Like, just play one of those. Yeah, maybe I should be lower on... Because I've got double Conqueror, maybe I should just be, like, low on the activated abilities. You like cutting Canonist? Yeah, Canonist might actually hurt me more if I play against someone who's heavy artifacts. Because I have Wasteland and Strip Mine, I think I'm going to play like the actual 17 mana sources. Usually I go lower in this format because there's a bunch of tight curves and pitch spells and card draw and stuff. Usually you want to play like 15 or 16 mana sources. But with Wasteland and Strip Mine in there, I'd feel okay going +1. Could play one more card too. Maybe Hull Breacher. I'm still gonna play the Tameo, I guess. With the Brainstorm and the Ancestral Recall here, it kind of makes sense. So how many white sources are we at? Another Tundra would have gone hard. We're at like 6. So we need 2 planes here minimum. Yep. That Ancient Tomb might just be worse than an island. What do we all think? I was thinking it was good with White Plume Adventure, but we also just like really want to have mana drain up on 2. I'm gonna cut the Ancient Tomb. A main deck Pyroblast format? You could. There are certainly some non-blue decks. We went 2-1 with red aggro yesterday. I'm pretty okay with that Force of Will. They pitched Tinker. This format's nuts. This format is truly nuts, yeah. You got it. 1 Mox Jet. A little awkward with the Null Rod, but I really want it. How long can I hold the Null Rod against the artifact deck? Are any of the companions in this? Luris is in, yeah. I think I just gotta play the Null Rod, even though it's gonna strand my Tameo clues. It seems so important now, right? It's half their mana base. They're playing 4 drops. Was hoping to get a Tameo clue or 2, but just wasn't in the cards. We can still draw like a Recall or a Brainstorm and flip the Tameo. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that worked out. MacD seems good. They are playing sweepers. Or I'm sorry, they are playing counters, so I guess I want my voices to stay in. Commando for Forge. Yeah, Commando is originally out because of the Clarion Conquerors. Maybe it's better than MacD. I just don't know. Karn is a Null Rod. We already have 3 Null Rods. We've got the Null Rod and double Clarion Conqueror. So at a certain point, you have enough, right? I think we have enough. Karn actually one of the better cards in the cube because it's a one-sided null run, so you get to like power it out and then your stuff still works. Your whole house smells like squash curry. Amazing. You like plussing Karns to destroy an opponent's mox? Yeah, but like those moxen are dead anyway, right? So, you thought the counter on Deafening Silence was on? I mean, they then play. They like had a Dark Ritual turn after that too, right? Like. It is nuked like their whole hand. So later tonight, my wife has an event. So I will be puppy watching. I almost forced negation to the Black Lotus in case of a non-forceable that they're ramping out. Time Walk, huh? You fucking love events? Big same. Shit. I'm such a fool. Such an absolute rube. Yeah, I was trying to slow them down so I could untap and slam Conqueror. But we did see Tinker the previous game and got pitched to Force. Should have been on my mind. Hey, thanks, Subroman. Does that mean chat will be puppy watching too? Yeah. We'll see how he does on my lap. He can't really, I can't like let him run around in here. There's too many like computer parts and just like fucking cans and shit. And printers and cords. Stuff he'd love to chew on, I'm sure. So he's gonna start on my lap. We'll see how that goes. If he gets too rambunctious, I'll have to put him in a crate and then hopefully he doesn't whine too much. Been the first time having him in the room with me while I stream for a long period. Gonna have to leave him alone for a few hours tomorrow. A little nervous because we haven't left him alone that long before. There was like one day we created him for like an hour when we went out to eat. You think it's often right to let Time Walk go? Yeah. So again, I wasn't countering Time Walk because Time Walk's this like must counter. You should, I think you're right that you should often just like let it resolve because there's more important things. I was trying to explain the reason that I countered it there was because I was hoping to just like get a chance to sneak this Clarion in before they could use their mana and like strand whatever they were trying to do in their hand. Voice of Victory and Clarion Conqueror seem quite good. Sure. One nice thing about Clarion Conqueror is that even though it doesn't stop the Mystic Forge, it does stop them from, you know, whatever they play off the Mystic Forge is going to be a dead card. It's pretty real. Been pretty unhappy about the Meticulous Archive so far. I think I'm cool with that resolving because I also have that card in my deck. I want to recall and discard, I think. Well, I'll just pass. No rush, If they play a creature here, then I'll recall them. Basically, this Deafening Silence makes my blue counters a lot better. That one's kind of rough. Interesting. I was gonna snapcast back. I was gonna say recall, but maybe time walk's better, huh? And it's weird, but I'm gonna play the Mana Crypt. Okay, it's not that weird. I was gonna say so I can hardcast the Force of Will because I can't pitch cast the Force of Will with the Lavinia out. But the Lavinia also prevents me from playing the Mana Crypt. I gotta say, there's awful lot of embarrassing moments in this format. Kind of wishing I'd snapcast back that recall. That Luris is gonna rebuy mine. My whole plan here is gonna go to poops. Land this turn would have been nice, so I could hardcast the Force. Prevents me from, oh sure, like I wouldn't be able to play Force of Will even if the Mana Crypt was in play, you're saying? Because I wouldn't have the lands. Yeah. Yeah, I only have like one super clean answer to this Luris. Yeah, it's blocked with Voice of Victory. And now we play the waiting game. Oh, pest control is kind of cool. Interesting. Yeah, that's the attack I would have made, I guess. You get a Lavinia, and you get a Lavinia. Kind of cute little consign, Yeah, if I ran out of Mox, I would take 2 damage from the opponent's Mai, and then it wouldn't tap for any mana from the Stony Silence. It'd be pretty bad. Glad I left a basic in the deck. Hey, ride or die. Well watched. Well watched street. And the force negation finally comes to fruition. That's what I was thinking, Mac Attack. They either, like, don't attack or they make a bad attack. Maybe they just serve with Bowmasters. I think just serving Bowmasters is better than no attack. I don't know if there's a better attack there. Your team lead stole your jalapeno and cheesy puffs at work. What should you do? Are you practiced in the fine art of revenge? I recommend eating slightly undercooked beans before you go to work, and then make an excuse to talk to them. Have a very garlicky breakfast, too. I just realized by doing the scry, I'm no longer representing 5 damage from the trap. That might have been super wrong. But we can, like, force the Lyris to serve. I'm a close game here, Finally got this Lyris off the board. Your streak is lacking! Hey, that's alright. They only grow, right? Nyx can help prevent streaking. Tater Chimp with the watch streak tips. Nicely done, Tater Chimp. Nice 80 consecutive streams. My god. I gotta say, the watch streak thing has been good for my ego. I will give it that. 80 streams in a row? That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. You're sorry you went outside and lost your streak over the holidays? Salty Rutabaga, I accept your apology, but I am begrudging about it. Hey, Oblong Osprey, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 49 months. Very cool. And Nefusto, thanks for the 38 months there. A lot of smoke to catch. The most smoke. So we attack them, we get it. We get the thing, and then we play the White Plume Adventure, and it'll go to the last one. Should be pretty good. Sub mulligan to 8. I untapped both my creatures. Oh, if you've completed a dungeon, you untap all creatures. Talk about a line of text that usually does not matter. I was like, why did both my creatures untap? They didn't like even wait for me to target. So we're going to cut Deafening Silence. We're going to bring in Wrath of this, guys. Wrath sounds awesome. We're going to cut Null Rod. We're going to keep Clarion Conquerors, because just a 3/3 flyer sounds great. Magistrate prevents Lurrus recursion. They were kind of low on spells, right? Let's play a flyer. That is kind of weird, Garber. Think about Stonecoil Serpent versus Dauntless Dismantler versus Hull Breacher. Is the snake good? So the issue with the snake is that they've got cards like Dauntless Dismantler that can pop it, but that's still trading 1 for 1. I think I'm gonna jam it. What's up with the Ancient Tomb out? We're a double mana drain deck. The difference between Vintage Cube and Vintage Supreme. So Supreme drafting is specifically looking at, well, currently it's 23 different packs, and you get a first and second pick out of each one. So you end up with a deck that is very high-powered. Am I open for a stip? Could be. Could be, could do. What are you thinking? So you could fetch a Surveil land. I think I'm going to mull, though. Well, yeah. All the cool kids play Supreme Draft IRL. I've done a Supreme Draft IRL. Does that mean I'm a cool kid? Did I finally make it? I made it! Rough. This track is not doing it for me. So many voice of victories. Yeah, so another Tundra would have been a lot better here. Could have already drawn 3 cards. That Thalia is actually quite strong. It's going to prevent me from White Pluming and Snapcasting this turn. We can still Snapcast back Recall if we want. I don't know if that's better than White Pluming. I'm going to White Plume. Then I won't have to deal with this Mana Crypt in play, too. Oh, the Bez is pointing out that On Company Time, the band that does the Clog song, are going on tour, but no Wisconsin shows. Not sure if there's one close enough for me. Yeah, probably unlikely. We're trying to lower the number of shows where we travel to, like, Chicago and stuff. Oh, this is all just, yeah, there's the one show in Chicago, but, oh man, that's before April 15th, too. Yeah, just no chance whatsoever. Yeah, my wife is a CPA, so, basically, the 2 months before April 15th are just, like, never happening for shows ever. I could actually get this MACD down, right? Pay 1 for the Mana Crypt, and then use the Mana Crypt to pay 1 for the Mox Sapphire, and then play the MACD. I kind of dig it. So she's swamped for the next 4 months? Yeah, basically. Keeping this hand largely off the mental misstep on the draw here. We'll see. Oh yeah, Bill? You flying to Detroit? Is that gonna get you back in the States? Really want to play that archive, but I gotta play the untapped land if I want this Force of Will to be live. And I do want this Force of Will to be live. So we can wait. They only have 1 card in hand, right? We can chill. I think this cube is smaller than 540 cards. Oh, very cool, Bill. Some hateful decks in this format. You're not wrong. You should have seen the first deck I drafted. It was like the least hateful deck ever. Just artifact combo. Absolutely wild stuff. Oh, is this food? Oh, I was all ready to grab a Dave.
In about an hour.
Okay. Thanks, babe. This smells good. I have been gifted some dinner. I think there's some fresh dill in there. Fucking love fresh dill. What's the dill? The Lavinia costs 3 mana. I'm just gonna pass. Next turn, I might run it out. If they do nothing, I can, like, brainstorm maybe. That's why I hit the swamp last turn, right? So the wasteland would have a target this turn. It means I probably should have just left the wasteland on top and, you know, did them in the inverse order, but this is fine. I think I'm gonna play this Lavinia. Dill's your favorite herb? Dill, I think, is a top 3 herb for me. I've got fresh basil over it. I eat a shitload of basil. And then I think I've got dill tied with rosemary. Dill is a great herb for bread. It is. Who doesn't love a dildo? Oh, okay. Okay. Dill is legitimately good for bread. Garlic. You're considered garlic an herb? Interesting. They're like bulbs, right? Like a veggie? Like is onion an herb? Like, I don't think so. Yeah, it's a veggie. Thyme is goated. I had some thyme plants. I took them inside for this winter. And it was nice to have some, like, a fresh sprig of thyme. And they all fucking died recently. But after they died, the herb itself, like their leaves, like dried on the stems perfectly. So I'm just going to take a Ziploc and like collect it all. Still have some, still better than what you get in the store. I don't really know what the opponent's up to over there. I'm just going to, I mean, they're playing Hull Breacher, I guess. So I guess I want Hull Breacher. In case they're doing draw 7 stuff. I don't know. I think chives are the one member of the onion family they get closest to being herb-like. Because you can slice them thin and dry them and just like have them in a shaker, you know, like a fucking, like any other grocery store herb. Still not an herb, but, you know, close. Gonna give it another turn. Worried about losing a counter battle over this Clarion Conqueror because I think it's gonna be very good. What say ye, opponent? I gotta decide if I want to say the middle misstep or consign here. I'm having a really good day, Novellin. Hope you're doing well, too. As I have my last bite of a delicious dinner, and my trophy pops up on screen. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. But thank you, Novellin. I hope you're doing well as well. Sick deck. Yeah, it wasn't bad, huh? Just like counters and Clarion Conquerors. The creature base we had with the Clarion Conquerors worked really well, too.